You give up your guns after voting Kennedy in. So he's just going to get rid of all our guns, right? You can come house to house, kick in the door, take your gun away. He's in the center, which means everybody gives up a little bit. And we need that right now. Believe me, I would love a libertarian like Ron Paul to be president of the United States. Everybody hates each other. Everybody's angry. And it's getting worse and worse. And we're not listening to each other. You need a fucking reset. You need somebody to come in, takes a little bit of the left, a little bit of the right, mixes it in, and says he's going to be a moderate and run it down the stream. His uncle was, and America needs that right now. Does that mean we compromise on all our principles? Does that mean we throw away the Constitution? Does that mean we allow them to amend the Constitution, remove fundamental American rights? No, and we have institutions. Supreme Court's not going anywhere. The difference is you have somebody who has compassion and actually wants to heal the country and talks about the real problems the country has. $35 trillion of national debt. It's not a fucking number. It means that more than half of every dollar we collect right now in income taxes goes to pay the interest on that debt. That's what that means. And if we continue this, by the end of the decade, 100% of every dollar we collect in tax revenue will go to pay the interest on the debt. That's what that number means. When you look at things, for example, like the health of America, when Kennedy's uncle was the president of the United States, 6% of America had a chronic ailment or a mental illness. Now it's over 60% of America. More than half suffer from some debilitation that considerably compromises the quality of their lives. We got microplastics all throughout our bodies. Our fertility has plummeted as a species. People's happiness is in the toilet. Meaning is in the toilet. That's an important existential issue to America. When you line two people up, any pairing, and at least one of them has something wrong with them, there's a public health crisis, which costs currently $4 trillion a year to manage. And I'm going to run out of fingers soon for the trillions it's going to cost as we get deeper into the 21st century. The wars, they never stop. We lose them now. And we keep having them. We traded Iraq and Ukraine. We traded Iraq and Afghanistan for Ukraine and Israel. Not to mention all the other things that are coming. And we're getting ready for the big one. We're barreling towards World War III. These are big issues. And you know what? They require leadership. They require somebody to come and rally people, not the 50% of America that you happen to fucking agree with, but the 100% of America, because we're all in this boat together, whether we like it or not. Whether you like your shipmates or not, we're all Americans. Somebody has to rally the people and get them to believe in something again and get them to start tackling these incredibly hard problems that we have. That's why you need somebody in the center. And that's why you need to bring people together. And you've been lied to and told every election is the most important election of our lifetime. And the only thing you're allowed to do is vote for the lesser of two evils. And the person on the other side is literally Hitler. They're pure evil and they should die. And they, if elected, will destroy every person alive and throw us all in death camps. That's what you're told. Every fucking election cycle. And if your guy wins, oh, thank God we dodged the bullet. America will be great again. Meanwhile, we get sicker. The wars don't stop. The debt continues to grow. That's a fact. And the corporatism is still here. Corporations still run everything. You're fucking naive and stupid if you think for a moment that we're not owned and dominated by Fortune 500 companies and their power and control over the world around us. We have to stop it. And that means you have to do something crazy, like elect an independent. Elect somebody a little different, because what you're doing is you're saying, I don't consent to this anymore. I don't consent to the two-party system. I don't consent to the world being the way it is. I don't consent to people being sicker around me. I don't consent to my money being worthless. I don't consent to unlimited foreign engagements. I want to reset.